Really guys, I can't compare it with any other scooters because this was the first time I was riding a scooter and it was so bad. Like, this is for me a clutch, but on a scooter it is a brake, and I slammed it so badly on one of the junctions, just like automatically thinking this is a clutch. After a while I got kind of like, it's awkward to sit like this as well, like on the chair. After a while I got kind of used to it until I attempted to overtake someone, and I realized that those small wheels doesn't go fast enough, and I with shame returned to my line. However, in town, because like, look, I'm wearing shorts, I'm wearing normal clothing, helmet is essential for me, but I'm not even wearing gloves. So moving from place to place, going shopping, going to the coffee shop and everywhere, I think it's brilliant. It has a little luggage rack as well, where I could put my Motorville bag, which is thoughtful. You saw me wearing it in the latest episode. Motorville gives it when you buy a motorcycle from them. And it's thoughtfully made to fit on the bike as well. They made it because they realized that customers are buying delivery bags, because not everyone can afford expensive branded bags from Europe, from America, from that side of the world. So they decided to make some affordable bags for their customers. And I'm taking it home. You'll see me riding with it in England for rainy days. It's gonna be just perfect. This is the size of a scooter comparing with Hunter 350. However, as I said, when I started riding it, I wished I was on the Hunter rather than a scooter, but with time, started getting used to it. I like how it looks. I very rarely like the scooters, but I think it has this retro style, and it looks a little bit like Lambretta or Vespa, kind of that style. I like it. I like the exhaust, like that grid on the exhaust. I like the rack and the seat. The fuel is under the seat, just over here. Had to find it out quickly. I have a little like department for some stuff, and also with a lock. And that's about it. As simple as that. Like a couple brakes and turn signals, and that's about it. The wheels are very small and I can feel them wobbling when I'm going way probably too fast for a vehicle like this. But I think with time, and if I would live here, I would probably need one. And I really like the style of this one. You also can fit 2 people, as you can see. There are the pegs for the passenger, so I could take someone with me. Someone not too big, because the seat doesn't look the biggest. But I saw local people riding 3 of them on the scooters, on any size of scooter, or sometimes even family of 4. Today is the last day we are in Hua Hin. Actually, not even a full day, a half of a day. In a couple hours, we are leaving with a taxi back to Bangkok. On today's episode, I would like to compare all 3 motorcycles that I rode in Hua Hin, and to tell you which one I think I like the most, and which one I think is the most suitable for the place like this. Thank you. Just look at that beautiful place we had breakfast and coffee at. This is really beautiful. Doesn't feel Thai though. We didn't choose it purposely. We were running out of time, and very quickly on the maps we just chose this place. It is beautiful, but I prefer a little bit more authentic local coffee shops. And I could say that a little bit more authentic local coffee shops has better coffee than this. It sounded like I'm not recommending to come here, which I'm probably not. Not the best coffee in Cha Am, definitely not the best coffee. And here we go, my vehicle. Now we're gonna ride a little bit here in Cha'am, and unfortunately we have to go back because our taxi, as I said, arriving in a couple hours, and we will go back to Bangkok. As awkward as it was to start riding a scooter, as quick you can get used to it. I understand why it is so common here. It's easy. I could literally have a coffee cup holder and sip my coffee while riding. But would it be my first choice of a bike in Thailand? I'd say if you need a bike for commuting locally in an urban area, it's perfect. Easy, breezy and cheap. Motorvilla, I first time paid an attention to a lineup of Scomadi scooters. In fact, they were in the front of a dealership, but I've never noticed them because I never paid attention to the scooters and went straight to the bike behind them. But when I looked properly, I thought they're quite nicely designed, actually, and it's quite a wide range of them. Afterwards, I looked at Scomadi on mighty Google. Turns out, it is a British company. This is why the scooters has British flag on them. As much as it is suitable for local commuting, the scooter, even such a cool looking one and pretty awesome to ride, still lacks of many things I love riding for. First of all, the gears. I don't know about you, but I love mechanical gearbox. I love the control I have of making my bike or my car to go faster just by dropping the gear down. I love the sound of the engine, how it changes when you shift. To me, it adds character. Talking about the character and sound, that was missing too, as well as the thrill when accelerating. It's not enough torque that would make your heart beat faster. It definitely wins for me of being the most effortless. Also, it's great to do not wear motorcycle gear. On and off in light summer clothing, no even gloves. So you could stop answer your phone calls or just check your phone anytime. I've noticed scooters here in Thailand ride any way they wish. It's used more like bicycles than motorcycles. I think I really would like to have one living here. Wear an open face helmet and eat my ice cream when riding on the coast in summer evening, stop at the local market, pack my food in it, and then go home, change, and get on the real bike. Enfield Hunt F350 was the first bike I rode in Hua Hin, alone. I chose it because it's definitely one of the easiest bikes to ride ever. Still, a bike, not a scooter. In fact, here it counts as a pretty big bike. It's most versatile too. In the narrow city streets, twisty jungle roads, motorway, coffee runs, shopping and cruising to see the elephant, everywhere it ticked all the boxes. You can ride it anywhere,
where is the road? It looks great too. Modern classic design really blends in perfectly. It has enough space for 2 or 3 people, legally 2, or to carry your shopping, filming or camping gear. Perfect, absolutely perfect for sightseeing and exploring. Perfect bike for a tourist rider. Also, it's not expensive, economic fuel consumption, and customizable beyond any imagination. But it's still bigger, heavier, and harder to ride than a scooter. Plus, legally, you need a motorcycle license to ride it. A lot more difficult to find to rent it than a scooter, and obviously is lacking the top performance KTM delivers. If you will ask a child what he wants for dinner, he might answer you an ice cream. If you will ask me which one of 3 bikes I prefer, my first answer will be a Duke. The torque, acceleration feeling, throttle response, quick shifter, stability, engine performance, sound, and the thrills that it gave me. That's why. Although my heart shouts Duke 790, my brain says it is too hot to ride in a city in Thailand. My thighs were literally on fire. It was very uncomfortable and painful in the traffic. Plus, it's the most expensive of all 3, not just to buy, but to maintain and customize. It also drinks the most. But guys, that one afternoon on the open road on it woke up more emotions than days on Royal Enfield. I fucking loved it. Riding it, I was grinning like a kid, eating an ice cream for dinner. So really, there are pros and cons in each bike. Same like it is in everything. Nothing is perfect. Or everything is a miracle. It is for you to choose.